We're here. We're queer.
The soothsayers are here. Yeah, it's Halloween.
Is that what we are? I mean, I guess we did. I think what it was, honestly, is I saw an article that was talking about Lily Allen maybe dropping an album, or like she had written a new album, but nothing was announced. And it got me thinking like, oh, I love Lily Allen. Let's discuss her on the podcast on Make a Justice 4 video for the YouTube channel. And then the day we put that video out, she announces, oh, this Friday I'm putting out an album. And we had no idea. So it's pretty iconic, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's the two gay mats have their fingers on the fucking pulse. We are Madonna. We are Rihanna. We are the coolest people on the planet. We know what's going on this planet. This is the hottest podcast, YouTube channel, whatever the fuck this is, on the planet. Y'all better tune in until the end of time because we know what's going on.
Wow, that's a lot of attitude for like us being on the same schedule with Lily Allen. But yes, I'll take it. We love the positivity.
Well, we're like psychics now. We're like the new psychic Sylvia Browns up in here.
That's true. That's how I see us as well.
Yeah, remember those episodes of Montel Williams, right?
Montel Williams. I didn't watch a lot of Montel. I don't know if I knew a lot about Sylvia Brown. I knew who she was in the ether, but not like in life, you know?
Oh, I was all about all the daytime talk shows. Montel, Jenny Jones, Sally Jesse was my girl. Oh,
really? Maury?
Yes.
Did you do Maury?
Oh, I did Maury. Don't you worry about that.
Yes.
I did it all. Those were my summer vacations, sitting in front of the TV watching that.
I remember Maury having people on that had like weird things they were afraid of, and like the person that was afraid of balloons, I'll never forget. Like the biggest reaction to fear of balloons. Iconic episode, absolutely.
All of that. Guys, TV was so fucking great back in the day. It's like back in the day, Maury had people afraid of balloons and crazy shit, and Jerry Springer had the sentimental shit for a while.
Right.
Until that person threw that first punch, and Jerry was like, oh, I'm capitalizing on this.
The 90s was a wild time. Long story short.
It was great. Yes. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Two Gay Mats, the podcast. It is Matt Steele.
And it's Matt Palmer.
And we are both back. Last week, Matt Palmer co-hosted with the wonderful Rory James, and y'all were wonderful together. I listened to that whole thing twice. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Yeah. Yes, no, it was very fun having him over. There were some technical difficulties, but we made it through. I told people as we were starting, because I had another issue before we started recording the podcast, I'm worried because I just replaced the motherboard in my computer. I'm worried it is negatively affecting my internet connection to said computer. And if it's true, Best Buy will be hearing from me this week. I tell you what.
Yeah. And Best Buy does not know who they're fucking with.
They really don't.
They really don't. They don't know what we accomplished this week when we said justice for Lily Allen, and then Lily Allen received justice about 24 hours later.
That was pretty. And the fact that, like, not only did she put out this album, but the fact that it's so critically acclaimed and, like, it's all anyone's fucking talking about already. It's like, wow, we really saw a comeback in the ether, I guess. And it came to us, and I'm so happy that it did. But before we jump into Lily and the like, Matt Steele, how was your week?
My 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. Yes, excuse me.
Yes, don't forget that extra week, girl. They were kind of nuts. The reason why I wasn't here last week is because I went to a film festival event with my really good friend Laura, who lives in New York, and she's working with me to produce my next feature film. So that was really, really fun. Got to meet some cool people there, and the last month, the whole month of October, I told you guys I've been in previews for my off-Broadway show. I say my as if I've like ever stepped foot on that stage. The off-Broadway show Messy White Gays, where I am an understudy. And so essentially like we have rehearsals during the day and then a show at night, sometimes a 2-show day. So it's been really, really exhausting. And we open November 2nd, and I can't wait because after then I will have so much more free time to like actually sleep. I don't know, maybe eat something when I'm hungry, go to the bathroom if I need to. Like, so that'll feel really great because the last month truly has felt like the longest month on earth. And I only like actually acted once, like, because we had me and the other understudy had our first like understudy rehearsal where it was just the two of us, and we got to like walk through one of the like. We each cover 3 roles, and we each had a role that we like walked through that day. And I knew like surprisingly more than I thought I would. Like I felt surprisingly more comfortable doing it for the first time than because after like watching the same show, the same people do this like same show for like a month and a half, you're kind of just like, oh no, like if I have to jump into this, am I going to be any good? Because like it's interesting, like like you have these interpretations of the roles like in your head that you've been seeing for so long, and then suddenly you have to go on stage and like do your own interpretation, but also like still keep in line with the direction and the tone and the pace that the production has sort of like instilled in itself. So that's very interesting, and it's really fun because I know that like if I were to ever go on, like I really, really have to like pay attention and listen and like be on my, toes and all that stuff, which is what an actor should do in general. But for an understudy, I guess it's a lot more. But yeah,
especially because you're understanding 3 roles. I'm sorry, I just still am. My mind is still blown. The fact that you have to know these 3 individual tracks, like that, to me, the way that my mind works it wouldn't be easy. So I'm just very proud, very excited for you, and it's impressive that you're feeling comfortable already, and you've only had 1 acting rehearsal. Iconic.
Well. I'm feeling comfortable with one of the roles.
Okay, all right.
That I walked through. The other one I have not really rehearsed yet on the stage, but I feel pretty comfortable with that one. There is a third one though where I'm just like, this is the one I know the least, and so I got to do my homework on her. But I will. It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. Yeah. It's also the role that the other understudy and I both share, so I'm kind of like banking on like, well, if like one of us needs to go on for him, maybe they'll pick him instead. But don't tell anyone that. Don't tell the production team that. But yes. No. It's speaking of understudies, my friend Cecilia was in town this week. She stayed with me for 3 days, and we wrote a screenplay together, and so we did a reading of that screenplay in New York. It felt very, New York artists, gather your friends together, and I don't remember what studio we were in, Ripley Greer or Pearl Studios or one of those, and we had a read through of the screenplay for the first time, and so that was really exciting. And we also saw a Broadway show together. We saw Death Becomes Her.
Oh, wow.
And it was the Tuesday night. So, and the 2 understudies were on for both Megan Hilty and Jennifer Simard. So we got to see the 2 understudies in the lead, the 2 covers in the lead, sorry. And it was really fucking fun. Like, it's a really funny show, like really hysterical. Like, and the way the roles are written, like they are giving those women like every single possible chance to shine at every single second. Like they are not only singing their asses off, but like they have like the huge amounts of physical comedy through like the entire show. They must be exhausted after every performance. Michelle Williams obviously is in the show. She sings
Queen.
Her fucking ass off, and baby girl does not move a muscle. She stands like true, but she doesn't need to. Like you can tell she was like, you know what? I am Michelle Williams of Destiny's Child. Everyone is expecting me to like dance and kick my face and do backflips and everything. But no. This is the show where I will show off my vocal fucking prowess. And so I'm going to stand there and sound unbelievable. And she like really did. Like she really brought the house down. The show was great. It was really, really fun. And I don't know, what else did I do this week? Like I feel like I haven't seen you guys in so long that I feel like
it's been a minute.
You want to know what else I did this week?
What'd you do?
You know how I am staying in the West Village. My very good friend Megan, her parents are very generously letting me stay at their apartment that they've had for several decades, I believe. They're letting me stay here until December because they're selling the place. So I had to find a new place starting December, and I was very worried about finding a place. Well, guess what? I found a place, and I will be subletting another apartment on the Lower East Side, and I got a fucking deal with this. Like, it is a 1-bedroom, like super, super cheap because it's rent controlled, and because the guy who's been living in there has been there since 1979. And
oh my God.
I know. And he's an artist, so he has this really cool art like all over his walls and everything. So I'm excited for that to be like a fun background and like a 2 Gay Mats video and everything. So I'm very happy. I'm staying there like through March. I'm excited that like that's sort of like a nice load off my shoulders, that I don't have to worry about like, am I gonna find a place that's affordable and also a place that I like, and so I really, really, really lucked out with this, and so I'm just counting my lucky stars
Yes, congratulations. That's a great feeling because I feel like that would be
Thank you.
such a headache being like, oh God, I need to find a place to live. I'm looking for someone to sublet my place. And like, there's an end date where I have to leave out of here. Just, yes, I can imagine you'd be able to breathe easier. It's really too bad that with, the rehearsal schedule as it is currently, you're not able to use the bathroom or sleep or shower, things that most humans need. So I think it's impressive that you're still, up and at 'em, up and kicking.
Alive.
Yes.
It's impressive I'm
Alive is-
still alive.
It really is. It really is.
Exactly. But what have you done this week, Matt Palmer? Tell us.
Nothing too crazy. It was a lot of, you were with me when we listened to the new Demi Lovato album, It's Not That Deep, and we have our reaction on Patreon. That way. And by the way, if you're looking for a very fun dance record where someone is singing their fucking face off, Demi has got you covered. And then on Saturday, because then a certain album by a certain artist we'll get into later was released on Thursday night as well, same time, same day as Demi Lovato's. And we heard that it was excellent. And I just knew Matt Steele had been busy, so busy. I wasn't going to try to bother him with them. So I was like, maybe I'll do a solo reaction to this new album that's come out about Lily Allen's new album, West End Girl. And I listened to it and I have not stopped listening to it. We'll get into it, but my God, I mean, our friend Corey reached out to me and was like, you need to listen to this now. It's the White Lemonade. And when he said that, I was like, that's a big thing to say. Let's not get crazy.
That's a big thing to say. Yeah.
You know how we feel about Lemonade on the channel. And so the fact that it is as good as the hubbub is suggesting it's just blown me away. I've been a fan of hers for a long time, as you will see in our Justice for Lily Allen video on our YouTube channel. But yeah, the fact that it is as good as it is, really, I didn't see it coming, and we'll get into it, but there was a lot of that. I also hung out with my friend Sarah because it's her birthday on the 28th, so I guess Tuesday, and we wanted to celebrate over the weekend, and so we went to a restaurant close by, and then we went to a barcade moment, and so it was a very fun birthday party, and she's a parent, so any night away from the parents, for parents away from your kid is really exciting, which understandable. So I think we held up our end of the bargain. We wanted to be the fun, childless friends alongside the parents who were out celebrating the birthday, so we loved it.
We love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Should we jump into the news for idiots?
Oh, yes, please. Tell the people how the two gay Matts know what's up.
Guys, well, as we mentioned on Monday, we released a video on our YouTube channel about Lily Allen, just talking about her work, her previous singles, and great songs that I wanted to share with Matt Steele because he wasn't as familiar with her oeuvre. But then, literally the day that we post that to our YouTube channel, Lily pops up on her Instagram and says, West End Girl coming Friday. And we all assume it's an album, but we don't really know. And this is she has not put out an album since 2018. So the fact that we thought maybe this is the week to talk about Lily Allen is some sort of kismet. We're definitely connected to Lily Allen in some way. And it's made a lot of waves because if you don't know, she was famously married to David Harbour, who I guess is an actor in Stranger Things, a show I've not seen. And they have recently separated, divorced, and this album is making a lot of reference to that situation. She does call it autofiction. She's saying, this is a fictionalized version that was inspired by events that happened in her life. But it's so specific. When I tell you, it's you know how The Pit is an hour, every episode is just an hour, and then the next hour, and the next hour in the same day? That's how this album feels. It feels like this is a moment-by-moment retelling of the breakdown of this relationship in which
oh my God, is it the last 5 years?
Yes, it's the last 5 years, and it was a pop album. It's she discovers her man is cheating. She tries to reach out to the mistress. Don't spoil. Sorry. I don't usually think about spoiling a pop album, but you're right. If there's any album to spoil, it's this one. Listen to it as soon as you can. This is the storytelling if people are interested in, which more and more, thank you to Taylor Swift, a lot of it, but it was when Miley Cyrus's Flowers came out, and it's oh, this is about Liam Payne and XYZ. This is pushing her to the top of the cultural zeitgeist because it's not up for interpretation. It is very said very plainly. She is a comedic voice as well as a beautiful musician. So you're getting the tongue in cheek, but you're also getting the bluntly, it just rips your heart out. The storytelling, it's so sad. It's so heartbreaking. It's devastating, but it's also hilarious. And you leave thinking, one thing that'll make sense after you listen to the album, who the fuck is Madeline? It's everything.
I just love it when the two gay Matts say justice for someone and that person receives their justice literally immediately after. Like I because the thing is, like, so many people are talking about this album. Like, I could see, I haven't even listened to it, but like a lot of people are like, this could absolutely get nominated for Album of the Year at the Grammys.
100%.
And so I think that's just so fantastic. And I can't wait for her next album when there's some sort of lyric in there that references like, oh yeah, I saw the gays online saying justice for me. So I said, drop the album. And that was the reason why she told her people the album comes out now.
Whatever she did, I'm so glad she did it. Because again, I mean, there's so many details. Again, I don't want to spoil you. Focus on the second verse of a song, which, if your kids are in the car, cover their ears or whatever. It's called Pussy Palace. And just focus on verse 2 when you get a lot of details. Just like, again, I realize that like for legal reasons, this is all alleged. But it doesn't sound alleged, if that makes sense. Like, we're really getting into the specificity. It's like when you say the words, my ex wore plaid, we know it's true. Like, there's no part of that that's not autofiction. That is fact.
Yeah, you can feel when something's alleged, and wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, you just feel it from the soul. My ex wore plaid. Madeline. Pussy Palace. Whatever. I'm just saying
it's
words
all
now.
True.
Yeah, it's all true.
I recommend everyone take a listen to this album as soon as you can. It's all I can think about, all I can talk about. It's a devastating listen, but it's one for the fucking record books. So just can't recommend it enough. That's honestly most of the important news, but we're going to the other topic. I was putting together the news this week, and I was literally like, I don't ever think we've had less news in a week. So we're going to go through it, and some of it's cool, and we're happy about it. Colman Domingo is going to be the Cowardly Lion in Wicked for good.
That's fantastic. I love Colman Domingo. Really cool. I'm glad that, he's in the movie. He's a part of it. I'm sure he's very happy too. Because, all us queens, we all connect with Wicked in one way or another. But when it was like announced, I want to say like John M. Chu like announced, or someone announced that like, the name who is voicing the Cowardly Lion, you are all going to go insane. Your jaws are going to drop. It is going to be so incredible. And I'm just like, who the fuck did they bring like Burt Lahr back from the dead to like revoice the Cowardly Lion? Like for those of you who don't know, he's the guy who was the Cowardly Lion in the original movie. He's died in 1967. But AI can do wonders, I guess. But.
I was going to say, don't give them any AI ideas. They'll do it.
Girl, Wicked has already had some AI ideas. Okay, let's talk about some of that marketing.
Lord, I love when Matt Steele gets on the podcast a little tired, a little on edge, because that's when the barbs come out.
Listen, are they going to deny it? Probably not, because they can't. It's fine, Listen, I'm just saying the truth. As long as as long as they don't put that AI in the movie, girl. Ooh.
Right.
But the Lord knows they probably slip it in somewhere somehow. But but until I see it, I won't know. But like so then when it was announced it was Colman Domingo, I was kind of just like, oh yes, an actor I like very much.
But you weren't like blown away. You weren't like, this is the first time.
Oh my God, how did they get him? It's not like they got someone who like came out of retirement for this,
Right.
So I guess that's great.
I
heard most the build up for it was a little much.
I feel like most of the people happiest about this were just the people that were worried it was James Corden. Because the girls have turned on James Corden and just don't want him infiltrating this musical. So for them, I'm happiest. Colman number 2.
Are we still like talking about like hating on James Corden? I truly will never understand what the hell he did to anyone. Like he seems like a perfectly nice, fine guy. Like his work's fine. Like, I don't know. I've never really seen him do. But like I've never seen him. I know he's on Broadway now in art or anything. So like I've never seen him in One Man, Two Governors, the show that he won his Tony for or anything. So I haven't seen any of that. But people are so still freaking out about the possibility of him popping up on their screens. Girl, it'll be fine. You'll survive.
There was a moment where he was in everything. And I feel like people get very like overexposed to a certain actor, especially if it's like we only get so many musical theater movie adaptations. He doesn't need to be in all of them.
Listen. Me, if y'all ever get tired of seeing me in everything, just know I don't give a fuck. I'm happy to be in everything if everything wants to cast me. Okay.
Absolutely.
Like I will take whatever the job is. All right.
I don't doubt it. I believe you. You don't have to convince me. But apparently there's going to be a Wicked for Good television special happening on NBC and Peacock. Wicked One Wonderful Night. It's happening Thursday, November 6th at 7 p.m. on NBC, and then on Peacock the next day on November 7th. 2-hour musical special hosted by Cynthia and Ariana. Bowen's going to be there, Michelle Yeoh, Jeff Goldblum, Ethan Slater, who, like, there's rumors going around that Ethan and Ariana are no more, but I don't know if that's true or not, but
I guess I haven't seen much of them together.
Right.
I guess we'll see during like the whole press tour and everything if they're like.
But they weren't really together during the press tour last time, and they were together at that point. So I don't know.
I guess what's happening.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm only bringing it up because we have no other news really, but it's just something to think about.
Well, if something happened, then maybe there will be like a new, like an Ariana's version of West End Girl or something like that.
Oh, I mean, yes. I mean, there's literally nothing Ethan Slater could have done for her to make a West. Like, when you hear that album, you'll know that this is David Harbour alone. Like, this is,
alone.
I don't think Ethan Slater, I don't think Little SpongeBob has it in him. And also, they're not married, and that's a big part of it. Whatever. Okay.
Listen, do not underestimate the craziness that some straight musical theater boys can pull. Okay.
True. I think, yes, I believe you, absolutely. But I think since they're not married, there are no teens involved or no kids that are being raised at the same time, it won't be as bad. Even if Ethan did something bad, it won't be as bad as with David Harbour.
We hope. I believe in you, Ethan.
Allegedly. It's all fiction or whatever.
Allegedly.
Okay. Speaking of allegedly, look, we love everyone and we respect everyone's experience. Okay? I'd like that to be said up front.
Oh no, I saw what the fuck this headline was and I was like, what?
Did you see Janelle Monae? This is a clip. Apparently there's a musicians conversation happening on Rolling Stone, and she is talking to Lucy Dacus from this band. Oh, the band with Phoebe Bridgers in it. What are they called? I can't remember. Someone will tell us in the comments, I'm sure. But she's interviewing Janelle Monae, and Janelle Monae, with no irony in her voice, talks about when she met David Bowie. And Lucy's like, oh, you met him? And she's like, yes, I traveled back in time to the 70s. And just continues to say, like, I traveled back in time to the 70s during his Ziggy Stardust era, and like that's when I learned I can make music as a queer person, and I can have these visuals, I can inspire. And they cut back to Lucy, and she's like holding it together so well, like really a masterclass, and like not laughing in someone's face because, like, babe, what are we talking about? Like, I get it. I know Janelle is woo woo. I know she is, on her own stratosphere. She is the archangel, Arcandroid, whatever. I get it. She's, connected in ways that I am not. But maybe I'm just not connected so much that I don't know what we're talking about. Like when we're saying, like, I traveled back in time, like, babe, like, no, you didn't. Right? Like, no, you didn't.
I mean, even Lady Gaga at her peak weirdest never said this.
I don't think she did. She said she'd go to space. And like, I think she still
but
might.
going to space is literally possible.
Right.
I guess I believe so many things in this life are possible. Time travel is something that I truly believe is not. Like that some people are like babes, you can't. Once it's done, it's done. Okay. But
and always in life, I always felt like, oh, I would never want to time travel because, like, when is a better time to be gay and black? But now it's like, well, looking at the current events, maybe now is a good time to time travel as a queer black person. So I get wanting to, because it's like the world's, not doing great. At least in this country. Sure.
We don't know what that future holds. Okay.
We don't.
Well, Janelle Monae, I guess, thought the best time was 70s David Bowie time. But so there was no like, she didn't even say, like, I felt this in my soul. She literally just. Why were there no follow-up questions? Like, not like, how did you do this?
She's not a reporter. This is a musician on musicians. So she's just like, I don't know what to do with this information. Let's move on. That's what I would do.
I would ask, how the fuck did that happen, Janelle Monae?
No, I'm not Barbara Walters. I am not questioning this beautiful woman who can act, sing, produce, how her time traveling is going. Like, I'm just going to be like, okay, I hear you. What else is going on in your life? I can't pull at that thread. I don't want to hear the answer.
Baby, you're stronger than me. I would pull that. I would be like, I want to know how the fuck this happened.
I don't want to know.
And you can't provide an answer? I would sit there and I would literally be like, oh, so you have no explanation. Okay, well, let's just talk about your new music. Just talk about your new music or new acting projects, and let's keep this going.
Again, you got the barbs. You're ready to fight everybody. Colman Domingo, Janelle Monae. Everyone's getting some fisticuffs today.
Listen. I'm the one that's acting sane right now. That's the same can't be
true.
said for all people on this earth, particularly Janelle Monae right now.
Austin Butler and Michael B. Jordan are in talks to star in a Miami Vice reboot, which I didn't realize was happening. But also, I didn't realize they were doing television. Like, is this going to be on HBO? Like, what streamer is this going to be a part of? Because I think of them both so clearly as movie stars that I'm like, I didn't know we'd be doing scripted series, but I guess so. I mean, unless we're doing a movie version of this, but that was a TV show in the past, right?
Yeah, but like TV now is like prestige, you know? Like, you know, you got Kate Blanchett, you got Kate Winslet, you got all the Kates doing it. Gone are the days of when we had like movie stars and TVs. It's like now everyone kind of just does everything. People are going to accept the work because like things are not great for the industry right now. Okay, there's not as much work out there anymore. So if James Corden is going to say yes to a job, he deserves to say yes to a job. Stop bitching that he's taking work.
I'd like to leave James out of it. I don't have an active, fiery dislike for that man, but I don't need to see him in any more musicals. I am there. I'm like, I don't need to see him in whatever musical. I don't need to see him in like the Merrily We Roll Along musical when it comes out in like, 50 years or whatever. I don't need him in it.
Well, he's still got a lot of time to audition for it for some.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true. Speaking of television stars, Kristen Bell celebrated her 12th wedding anniversary with Dax Shepard and shared a strange Instagram caption to go with it. Happy 12th wedding anniversary to the man who once said to me, I would never kill you. A lot of men have killed their wives at a certain point. Even though I'm heavily incentivized to kill you, I never would.
What the fuck?
I don't know. People are going through it this week. Everyone who's not named Lily Allen is having a rough fucking week. That's what I can say. Because, like, what is this, honey? Why did you tell us this? Why would he say that to you? Why do you think it's cute? I have so many questions, and most of them begin with the word why. Why?
All these stories this week, it's kind of like I died at some point in the midst of, like, the exhaustion of previews for Messy White Gaze, and now, like, I'm sort of dreaming up all of these, like, headlines that you're telling me. Because they're so odd and so bizarre. And I kind of love it.
I promise you this is true. I didn't make this up. This is not AI written. Even though, by the way, I was looking for stories today, and at the bottom of the story, one of them said this article was assisted by AI or something. And I was like, are we doing this? We're like putting more and more people out of work with this. Not to make this about AI, but like, fuck, let people write little articles for the internet.
Our fucking journalists are in danger now? Oh, God.
Everybody's in danger. Maybe she finds this cute. Maybe this is an inside joke between them that like works or whatever. But in this world, in this climate, when there are legitimate, actual victims of domestic violence and people who have actually know people who have been murdered by their partners, like this isn't cute. This isn't funny. This isn't reading the room. Like, Kristen, please. Like, I don't need to read this, and no one else does either.
It's just, you could have given us the context a little more. Just a little more context. And even then, it's kind of like a story where it's kind of just like, was this story worth all the context? Like,
I think we need less context. I think we need less of any of it. Just say happy 12.
Look, if you're going to tell a bizarre story, we need context. If you're going to say that you traveled through time to visit David fucking Bowie, we need some context, because those of us who do not have time travel machines, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So you need to let us know, or don't tell the story at all. But if you didn't tell the story, honestly, if they didn't tell the stories at all, what would we have to talk about this week?
I would just still be blabbing about the Lily Allen album, honestly, which is, I'm sure, not interesting to the people listening who haven't heard it, and you who hasn't heard it, but that's probably what I would be doing if it weren't for these stories. But speaking of Kristen Bell, season 2 of her Netflix show, Nobody Wants This, is out. I've started watching it with Jackson. It's cute. It's good. And I haven't gotten to this part of the season, but Adam Brody's real-life wife, Leighton Meester, pops up as a cameo, and seems like she's going to be mean in the clip I saw, and she was famously mean on Gossip Girl. So I don't know. So I feel like when I've seen an actress be mean and they're so good at it, I hate when they never return to being mean. And yes, I'm talking about Rachel McAdams. I feel like she has not been mean since The Family Stone. Be in something and be mean in it. That's what I want.
I have seen her be mean.
Was she mean in that newspaper movie? What's that
movie?
She was
no. She was a journalist who now I guess is out of work because of AI. But no, she was very journalistic. It's a very very it's a journalism movie, so there's not much like warmth or there's not really like super huge extreme emotions in many directions in like one of those journalism movies, like all the President's Men and like all that kind of stuff. It's very like
Right.
which she very much. She's excellent in it though. Like it totally works for like the style of the movie and everything. But yeah, no, I guess I haven't seen her be mean lately.
I still want to see Are You There, Margaret? Wait, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I've never seen that, and I know she's excellent in it, and I know the movie is excellent, and I just need to get around to seeing it.
I know everyone went nuts over that performance. They said it was truly incredible, and she got like Oscar buzz for it. I remember, and people were upset that she didn't get in. But like, I believe it. I want to say I saw like a little clip of a scene that she had, and I was just like, "Oh, you are acting your fucking face off, girl! Like, you better absolutely get it."
I love that. In sadder news, Nelly Furtado has announced an indefinite hiatus from performing. She is stepping away from performance for the foreseeable future, according to her post on Instagram, because she wants to pursue other creative and personal endeavors that I feel would better suit this next phase in my life. Thanks all her fans and collaborators for all the years of fun, community, and wonder since the release of her debut album, Whoa Nelly, in October 2000. She says she'll always think of herself as a songwriter, but just like thought of this basically as a hobby she was lucky enough to turn into a career. And to that I say, I believe Lily Allen didn't think she was going to make another album again. And not to say we hope that what happens to you happened to Lily Allen happens to you, but let's just keep the door open. Let's always keep the door a little unlocked. Never say never, because Nelly Furtado is an incredible talent. And I hate that like during this comeback she's had over the past year or two, there's been like a lot of body shaming of her, which I think is so fucking wild. Like she is 46, I believe. And the last time you really saw her in public, I'm sure she was in her 30s. Like, people look different. People age. Allow women to age. Like that's allowed. Like why we need to be commenting on every public facing person's body at all times, especially women, is beyond me. And I hope that body shaming did not, bring her to this point. I hope that had nothing to do with this decision.
And she looks fucking great.
Oh, beyond.
Like she's
gorgeous.
Yes.
She's always been gorgeous.
Yeah.
Nelly's beautiful fantastic. And she's always been beautiful.
Yes. But that's it. I mean, maybe, she heard about Janelle's time travel machine and she was like, this is what I want to get into.
Yes. Well, she gave us lots of context for why she's retiring at least. So that's good.
Okay.
Jamie Lynn Spears unfollowed Kevin Federline because he wrote about her texts in the book. Any comment?
Were actively following each other to begin with?
I think, yeah. Because the texts in the book are basically like, oh, thank you for not cutting off our whole family just because of Britney, XYZ. So Jamie Lynn's seemingly team K-Fed, but now she's unfollowed and doesn't want to comment. Any thoughts?
It's going to be what it's going to be.
Okay. Carly Rae Jepsen got married.
I didn't see that.
She got married to her producer. His name is Cole MGN, and they tied the knot earlier this month, October 4th, at the Chelsea Hotel in New York City.
Oh my God, congratulations. That's so fantastic. Good for her.
It's so exciting. I'm so happy for her. And I believe she also just dropped the 10-year anniversary of Emotion. So there's a lot of news for the Carly fans to be soaking up. And hopefully she'll have a new album on the horizon soon, because I feel like it's been a minute since we've heard a full new record from her. The Loneliest Time? 2 years ago, something like that. So maybe she'll have more music soon. But congrats.
I would
Carly
love
Rae.
that.
Love.
I mean, look, the gays will never turn their backs on Carly Rae. Absolutely
never.
Until there's as long as there's breath in our little white gay bodies.
The white gays do love.
We will be standing Carly Rae down.
And standing. Okay? I need to get over I heard Emotion so many times in that year and a half afterwards because of the white gays in my life playing it incessantly. I need to revisit it now because I feel like it's now been long enough where I'm like, okay, I can now listen to this again, because it was all day, every day until 2017, it felt like.
Well, look, when an album has Making the Most of the Night on it, you got to play it. You got to stream it.
That one's classic.
Great album. And Kiss as well. We know you are more of a Kiss stan.
Yes,
than an
I love Emotion
yeah.
too, but I do feel like we overlook Kiss as a culture, and I would like us to, fix that a bit.
Yes, great stuff. Fucking Want You in My Room. Classic. Classic.
Unbelievable. Megan Fox and MGK are back together, so that's good.
Who? MGK.
Megan Fox and MGK. He's a white rapper, like the Baby No Money guy, who's now our best friend.
Baby No Money. Okay.
Yes. So yes, apparently They broke up, and but they have a baby girl together. But now they might be back together. So we love, if everybody's happy and healthy, and the baby's happy and healthy, great news.
That's great. I'm happy for them.
Yes,
I love that. I love that.
I love that as well. Is there any other news for idiots you'd like to share with the people?
Well, absolutely not.
I know we really went deep this week, but guys, if you learned anything from this segment, listen to the new Lily Allen album. This is just a Lily Allen promotional podcast, much like our podcast a couple of weeks ago was just about Danity Kane. This one's just about Lily Allen.
Yeah. And hey, justice was served.
It really was. It really was. So guys, we're going to take a quick break and then be back with more 2 Gay Mats, the podcast.
Okay, guys. Matt Palmer's a little glitchy, but don't let him know he's very self-conscious about it. So if he glitches in this ad, then you just ignore it. But if you do hear him, pay attention to what he has to say.
Yes, and if you're listening to this podcast, you'll hear what I have to say. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for listening to and or watching the podcast. It means so much to us. We really want as many people to engage with the podcast as possible. So please go to your Spotify or your Apple Podcast and give us a 5-star rating or review. If you have anything negative to say, you can keep it to yourself. Anything less than 5 stars is not acceptable. So sorry about that. You also should join our Patreon, patreon.com/2gaymats. You can get extra bonus content from us very regularly. Join the Discord, hang out with friends you just haven't met yet. And even watch my live reaction to that new Lily Allen album that I can't stop talking about. And Matt Steele.
Yes.
What section of the podcast are we on?
We are on Email My Heart, and this is the section of the podcast where we answer any questions that you guys might have. You can be a part of Email My Heart if you email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com. 2 is spelled TWO. So we have a question that I think we missed, and I'm so sorry, but it's from Ethan. And Ethan has a very important question because it's about a birthday.
Okay.
So Ethan wants to know, hi Mats, sending a fun and creative question your way. This upcoming year, I will be turning 21 on the 21st of June. All right, golden birthday.
Yes.
I will graduate with my BA in psychology in May, and I'm looking forward to having a May through January 2027 off before I begin my doctoral program. I want to use this time to get to know myself a little bit better before I jump right into school again. So I came up with the idea to do 21 new things in the month of June, one each day leading up to my birthday. I'm currently looking for any and all recommendations. Do you guys have any ideas? My main interests are movies, books, music, and traveling, but I want to use this time to broaden my horizons. Right now, I'm thinking about trying to learn the basics of ASL and maybe take my first ever yoga class. Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate all of the work you put into adding joy into all of our lives. Monday mornings have never been the same since I started becoming a weekly listener a few years ago. Thank you, Ethan, and happy birthday.
That's so nice.
Happy birthday in, 8 months, but happy birthday. And
yes, happy birthday.
And congratulations on graduating soon, and you're going to be starting your doctoral program. So that's super awesome. I think that's a great idea. But a new thing a day for 21 days. That's very interesting. Is it crazy that the first thing I thought of was find the nearest indoor skydiving place near you?
Oh my.
And do that.
I guess it's not really
skydiving.
scary. Yes, it's not real skydiving. We're not recommending you do that. You're just in some air.
You're just be above a fan or whatever, and there's all these nets and everything, and it's really fun. I've done it before. So if there's I don't know where you're located, but if there's an indoor skydiving place near you, then I recommend that. And that's such a random thing, but that's the first thing I thought.
I didn't realize you'd done that before. When did you do indoor skydiving?
Back when I was a little kid, and my dad used to live in Las Vegas, and my every summer, me and my brother would go out and for 3 weeks and visit him, and there would be all fun things that he and my aunt would have planned for us to do. And one of those things was they had an indoor skydiving place in Las Vegas. I think we did it 2 years in a row. If there's not one near you, then maybe some other sort of I don't know how good you are with thrills, but if you're not a thrill person, then a very easygoing thrill, like an indoor skydiving place as opposed to an outdoor skydiving place.
Right.
But I maybe try some new foods that you've never tried before, great restaurants and everything. I don't know what else.
I feel like I've heard of people who never sang before in their lives and like as adults took like adult singing lessons or like vocal lessons. And I think that would be a really fun thing. I don't know your history. Maybe you're a musician. You're like, I've done that. But it could be a very fun thing to do just to see like where your voice sits best and like what you could do to like slightly improve how you sing. I don't know. I feel like that is a fun thing that people I've known who have not been singers have done as adults and really enjoyed. So
or take like a dance class of some kind.
Yes.
Or, you know what looks like so much fucking fun? The like bungee cord workout class that you see like all these people do in like these like the gyms, and they're just like bouncing up and down off the ground, stuff like that. Everything I enjoy involves some sort of like physicality. Like,
I know. I think that's nice.
A very like a physicality where like you can't get hurt.
Yes.
I
think we don't want you
could
getting
be
hurt.
kind of fun. Something where you can meet new people, like go like I don't know. I know this is like one thing a day, but like I don't know. You can like join if you're interested in like some sort of like. I mean, you don't list sports on your things for interest, but like I don't know, like Matt Palmer, you joined like a gay kickball league, and you had a lot of fun with that.
It was fun. It's not just one day, but like, yes, that would be certainly a good use of time and just exploring your world. I feel like also you should try to experience your city as a tourist for a day. I feel like a lot of people when they live in like a place, they kind of just get stuck in their routine and like, it's like, oh yeah, I know whatever. And there are things in New York that when I lived there, like I've just never did because it was like, oh, I live here. I'm not a tourist. Like I never saw the Statue of Liberty. So like, I feel like having a day where it's like, okay, I'm going to do the tourism version of where I'm living. That could also be kind of fun.
Yeah, and all this stuff, don't be afraid to do it all by your damn self.
Totally. This doesn't need to be a group thing.
I love doing shit by myself. Like, I have so much fun. I, like, only go to the movies by myself. Like, I have to really love you to, like, go to a movie with you. Like I don't know. I love going out to eat by myself. It's, like, my favorite thing. Get my little boba and, like, having... So I think, like, maybe drive somewhere where there's, like, a nice, like, natural... viewing site. Like I know in LA we have if you drive like a little north a certain time of year, there's this area where there's like these like wildflowers that people love seeing, and they just like go to just like look at these like giant fields of like wildflowers. Like so maybe something like that. I mean
that's cool
because it's like like you love like books and movies and music and everything, but I'm kind of just like, do I like make you watch a movie? Like what would I make you watch or something, you know? I don't know if that's like something super exciting to build you up to your 21st birthday, you know?
Family Stone. Perfect film.
Watch the film. Yeah, watch a good Christmas movie in the middle of June.
It's never the wrong time.
It's never the wrong time. Ooh, you might want, you know what you got to do? Maybe binge the first season of Bug Juice Camp Waziata, because that'll be like perfect for beginning of summer, get you excited for summer. It might be online. It might be on YouTube or something like that. It's an easy watch, babe. All right. And then you could be a Bug Juice fan like me. We literally gave you the most random shit to do.
I know. Hopefully one of them is something you're interested in actually doing, because we talked a lot. So hopefully you get something out of it.
I know, exactly. Okay, so the next question comes to us from Grace. Grace says, hey, Mats, with her new album coming out soon, I've been diving back into my old faves from Florence and the Machine. Her music is just so epic. Not sure if her stuff is exactly your thing, but I know Matt Palmer supports British songstresses of the 2000s like Imogen Heap and Lily Allen, and Matt Steele supports redheads like Annie. So there's some basis there.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard you guys mention her, and I was wondering, what are your thoughts? I honestly don't like Florence and the Machine is a little bit of a blind spot for me. I mean, her music, I always hear it all around me, and I'm always just like, oh, she's like singing her fucking face off. Like she's really putting her whole body into these songs, and I'm always like very compelled whenever I hear her. And I mean, I'm a Florida stan from the Tortured Poets department. I am so into that song, and I think she does a great job with that song, but I really don't know enough Florence and the Machine.
I agree with you. Like, I don't know a lot about Florence and the Machine. Obviously, Dog Days Are Over was a big hit, so I know that. I know Florida. I also feel like I went to a Kelly Clarkson concert in which she like did a cover of a Florence and the Machine song that was so excellent, and she like did it from the crowd, and there was this big spotlight on her. I wish I could remember the title or like the name of that song, but I cannot. But I remember very much loving it. So like I know that she's got a lot of talent. The group is very cool, great vocalist. But yeah, I'm not really plugged into Florence, but maybe one day we should take a look into her. You know, maybe she's amazing. Who knows?
We got to plug that machine in so it can work.
We do.
Yeah.
We absolutely do. But thank you for the question, Grace. We love you.
We love you. And next question comes to us from a Shaylin, who says, me and my best friend, who is straight, have been friends for over... Oh, well, first of all, the subject is eek, help. And I'm just like, yes, please, we want to help you. It says, me and my best friend, who is straight, have been friends for over 20 years. The first decade of our friendship, I've secretly had a crush on him, but I never told him and worked hard to get over these feelings out of respect for our friendship. On our yearly guys trip, we had a lot to drink. I was coming out of my room, and he cornered me, and he kissed me, and I mean, he kissed me good. In all caps. Since then, the past few days, he's been coming over after work and we haven't kissed again, but we've definitely been cuddling. This came out of nowhere and I'm slowly feeling like a dream is coming true. The problem is he's been in a relationship with his girlfriend for 8 years and they just got a house together. I love his girlfriend too. I just don't know what angle to come at this. If you were me, how would you resolve this? Thanks in advance. Look, y'all know I stand the song Ruin the Friendship down. But when the first half of this email, I was just like, oh, yes, I'm so excited. And then that second half, I was like, oh, no.
Baby,
oh, no.
I think you did the smart thing getting over that crush 10 years ago. And I know that this feels like there are fireworks and like something amazing is happening. And it is. But you need to have this conversation with him because if he is not planning to leave this girlfriend of 8 years and he just wants to mess around with you, that is not giving you what you want, what you need. It is also very unfair to this girl that he is actively cheating on with you and you are a fan of hers. Like, my recommendation is have this conversation, see what his intentions are. If they are what it sounds like they are, that he's just, having fun, trying things out, blah, 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 has no intention of leaving this girlfriend or trying to pursue a real relationship with you. You got to stop it. It's just not helpful for you, for him. It's not fair to her. Like, I mean, as cute as it sounds on paper, like if this was fiction, if this was a movie, I'd be watching. But when
the glamour of it all, the glamour. Like, trust me, I can imagine like being in your shoes and like having these feelings and like being swept up with like, oh, the romance of this, and it's
yeah.
But yes, you absolutely need to have it, because the thing is, like, if it was a kiss and then there's like, cuddling afterwards or whatever. Like, it's not like y'all have gone in too deep with each other.
Sure.
Yes. I think this is something where it's like, hey, this happened. Like, why did you kiss me? Do you even remember doing it? I guess he does, because now he's like trying to cuddle with you and everything. But like, it might be a very difficult conversation that you're kind of just like, is this awkward to bring up? But it truly has to be brought up, because if you continue to like cuddle with this person, like, who knows, like, it could be you don't want to get yourself into a deeper hole than there already is, like, slowly being dug, because there is another girlfriend involved that is so unfair to her, and it's very unfair to you, and so there needs to be clarity. But also, like, if he says like, oh, well, I'm planning on leaving her, then you also need to be like, okay, still, we are putting a pause on this. I am not partaking in literally anything until you are officially out of that house.
100%.
Yes. And also try not to get your hopes up that like, oh, he's gonna leave her and everything, because you don't know exactly what he's feeling. You don't necessarily know what the relationship is like, and also, like, even if he does like really, really like you, I don't know this guy, but like sometimes guys are sometimes they like don't break up with people because they don't want to deal with like the emotions of it all and upsetting someone, but so they inadvertently upset more people in the process. It's
right.
There needs to be a hard, we are not touching each other ever again unless you break up and you are also out of that house.
Right.
After that, not just a breakup, but out of that house. Right.
Because you're not going to go over to that house with his ex-girlfriend in the other room and like, no. You don't want that. So sometimes we get letters where we have different opinions, usually about cutting people off. But so this one, I can absolutely agree with Matt Steele 100% on. Don't stop, talk to him, and figure it out from there. That's the advice. I know you probably didn't want to hear that, but it's the truth.
Well, yeah, but they knew that we weren't going to be like, oh yeah, go for it.
Exactly. We weren't going to be like, yeah, you better work. Fuck that girl. No.
No. There's feelings involved. There's years of history involved on both ends. So yeah. And I know that sucks. And he should not have done that to you or to his girlfriend. But yes.
Yes. So wait, Matt Steele, do you have a 2 minutes this week or no? Because I do.
I don't have a
not.
2 minutes.
Do you have some Travis tracks for us?
Of course I have some Travis tracks.
Yes! I'm ready. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm excited. I'm every emotion.
Guys, this is Travis Tracks. This is the section of the podcast where I go through the songs that I made my roommate listen to off a playlist I made him because he doesn't know anything about pop music. So these are some songs that he needs to know. He's listening to a song a day. So we are in 2013 to 2014 era. So next song I gave him is Rock and Roll by Miss Avril Lavigne.
Love.
And very simple answer. He says, good, totally enjoyable. I always like Avril Lavigne when she's rocking out.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Next song is Heart Attack by someone we talked about recently, Miss Demi Lovato. And he says, again, really good. Maybe it's because I'm listening to them back to back, but she's kind of Avril Lavigne. No. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, there's some pop rock there. Yeah, there's a connective tissue. Absolutely.
Not as much with Heart Attack, a little ish. I don't know.
A little.
Yeah, there's a style of singing that you hear Demi's voice and you're just she would sound great singing those Avril Lavigne songs as well.
100%.
So I think that's kind of what he picked up on. But we love Demi when she is in her pop punk eras. But I guess now we also love her when she's in her dance eras too, because this album was fucking amazing that she just put out a couple days ago. But anyway,
it is.
So next song, I was kind of going back and forth of which song from this album I should include, because the title track is not necessarily my favorite song off of this album, but it's kind of the one that's maybe the most well known, and that is Salute by Fifth Harmony. So I just gave him the title track.
Wait, Salute by Fifth Harmony or Little Mix?
Not Fifth Harmony, Little Mix. I'm so sorry. Yikes.
The girls are going to be pissed at that.
I didn't do that on purpose.
That is literally hilarious. I was like, do they have a song called Salute?
So sorry about that. Everyone involved. Salute by Little Mix. Don't worry, Fifth Harmony is on this playlist at some point. But yeah, Salute by Little Mix. And Travis loves a sexy track. So he says, I love this one. It is hot. I don't think I've ever heard it, and I'm so glad I did. Add it to the sexy list and put a check mark next to her.
All right. Congratulations to Little Mix. You passed the Travis test. Not everybody does.
Not everybody
Gaga still is waiting.
No, Travis liked Edge of Glory.
That's
and
true.
Gypsy,
That's
I believe.
All right.
But Matt Palmer, you're going to be so excited about this one. I included the incredible Daniel Bedingfield song I just learned about this year called Over You.
Yes. Classic. A classic that everyone needs to know about.
And Travis says, totally okay. It's not completely a hit for me, but it's enjoyable.
Okay. I'll take it. I disagree, but I'll take it.
No, don't be so nice. Fuck Travis. This is such an incredibly horrible thing to say about this brilliant piece of music. But whatever.
I mean, yes. No, it is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. But as someone who's lived through Travis's reviews of the Butterfly album, I can make peace with this.
You stand guarded for every single Travis Tracks segment that we record. So speaking of brilliant songs, next is probably one of the more brilliant songs to come out in the last 25 years, and that is a song called Blank Space by Taylor Swift.
Classic.
And he says a classic. Exactly what he says. He says, I do really like it. Very catchy, and I feel like this song is important to millennials.
He's a millennial too, right? Or no?
Yeah.
What year is he?
He was born in 91.
So wait, he knew the song, right? It's not like this is his first time hearing
Yes.
Blank Space. Just
Did
making
he
sure.
know blank? Did he know?
You
blank
never know.
space?
There are some songs Travis doesn't know that you're like, really? So,
That is true. That is true. But Blank Space would be very shocking if he didn't know it. So here's a song that he didn't know, also by Taylor Swift, called "Out of the Woods."
perfect.
He says, "Not really for
I'm
me.
nervous.
I can't explain why."
What do you mean it's not for you? Do you not have
It's for
ears? Do you
everyone.
not have a
It's
heart?
for everyone.
It's for all of us.
I
now
feel
this
like
I'm
even
mad
the
about.
even the fucking Swifties, I feel like don't give "Out of the Woods" enough.
I think, yeah, people in general do not get, like, when I first heard that song, like, I'm still
Oh my
mad
God.
at, like, why it was such a single so late in the run. I get it. Maybe we're trying to promote around Grammy time, but, like, that should have been a single before Wildest Dreams. It should have been Blank Space style, Out of the Woods, the order of the album. Let's go.
Yeah, I will never forget Matt Palmer hearing "Out of the Woods" for the first time. And when I tell you, he played that song about 25,000 times in his bedroom, blasting it, and I was loving every second of it. I could have been blasting it myself, but I wasn't. I was more so enjoying listening to Matt Palmer enjoy it. But yeah, this song is incredible. Even Travis doesn't give it enough. The Swifties don't give it enough. But yet they go nuts for "Wildest Dreams." I don't get it, but whatever. The next song is "Clean" by Miss Taylor Swift. And he says this one
I'm
is
nervous.
really interesting. He says it's really interesting.
Okay.
It has a unique sound, kind of ethereal. I really, really like it.
Oh, good. Okay. I can, like, continue to breathe because I was concerned because, him and a ballad don't often get along, So, yes, I love to hear it.
Yeah. Travis, sometimes the taste does come out of Travis, but
I'm glad it's happened today.
not all the time. We can't love him all the time.
All right. So is that it for this week?
That is it. That's it.
All right. Well, guys, I have to tell you, my Give Me Moments was going to be the Lily Allen album, but I think I've talked about it enough. Just give it a listen. You'll understand why I'm so obsessed with it. Also, this year, Great British Bake Off is very good, and Jasmine is running away with it. I don't know that I've seen a season where someone has won Star Baker as many times as Jasmine. So I can't wait to see who gets second place to her because it's a race to number 2. Jasmine's winning it all. But I think that's it. I think that's all I have for Give Me Moments since it was mostly Lily.
That's great.
Yeah. So Matt Steele, what's been giving you moments, darling?
Okay, so my schedule has been fucking insane, and it's prime time for Oscar-y movies to start coming out, and I have just been so freaking out that I'm not going to be able to catch up. But I have been catching my movies early in the morning. I'm seeing 9:30 a.m. showtimes, baby. That is how dedicated I am to not fall behind to catch these things. So I've seen a few movies that I've really liked all of them, but there is one that the second I saw the log line to this, I shot to the stars because I was like, this is for me. I cannot believe no one has been texting me being like, I just heard about this movie. You need to see it, you need to see it, you need to see it, because it is me. And that is the movie Blue Moon, directed by Richard Linklater, and it is starring Ethan Hawke. And the plot is, it is Lorenz Hart, who was Richard Rodgers' collaborator, back in the day, pre-Oklahoma, before Rodgers and Hammerstein. And so they were collaborators. Lorenz Hart would write the lyrics, Richard Rodgers would write the melodies and the music and everything. And so it is about the night that Oklahoma opens on Broadway. And
this is very you.
and Richard Rodgers and Lorenz Hart has to hang out at Sardi's at the after party for Oklahoma's opening, when he sort of is slowly realizing that Richard Rodgers' new #1 collaborator that he's focused on is Oscar Hammerstein. And y'all know me. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. Rodgers and Hammerstein to me are the most influential, important artists that have ever existed and are probably objectively one of the top 3 or 4 most influential artists to American culture, the creators of the book musical Hello. But so I was sat for this early in the damn morning, and it's so fucking good, because Lorenz Hart, it's a very sad story. He was an alcoholic, bisexual alcoholic, literally 3 feet tall, super short, and was a super quirky guy, very strong opinions and everything, and he died he died suddenly, they found him on the, I believe pneumonia, he died, and and they found him on the street like passed out because he was like a hardcore alcoholic and everything, like in the pouring rain and everything. So like a very, very tragic like end to his life, like a very, very sad man. And so this entire movie follows him after Oklahoma opens, and he's just like wandering around this party, like trying to talk to people, and he's like, remember my music, and he's like trying to like talk to Richard Rodgers, and he's like, I have a new idea that I want to collaborate with you on, and Richard Rodgers is like, yeah, totally, sure. Richard Rodgers is played by what's his name, Andrew Scott from Fleabag, and and there's also this like young woman played by Margaret Qualley who like Lorenz Hart is like has a big giant crush on, and so he's also like trying to like garner her affection throughout the movie. And it's very Richard Linklater in the sense that it takes place in like real time, and it's just like people talking in pairs and groups and everything, and we're really just following this guy, and it's like so devastating and just like thoughtful. And Ethan Hawke is so astronomically good in this movie. I would be blown away if he does not get an Oscar nomination. I think it could also get in for screenplay as well. I would love a Best Picture nomination, but I really, really think Ethan Hawke is like a shoo-in to get nominated, and like it might be his best performance. Like he's so excellent and like so not what I would think. Like if you're like, oh, I just cast Ethan Hawke as Lorenz Hart, I'd be like, that's the most random casting on the planet. But like it works so well, and it's of course it's just like subject matter that just makes me just melt into my seat because it's what I'm so fascinated by. Like there's a little cameo by like a little child, Stephen Sondheim, because Stephen Sondheim was like Oscar Hammerstein's little protege like when he was a kid, and so like truly a fantastic movie. I like probably one of my favorite things I've seen this year. Definitely my favorite thing that I've seen in New York since I've been in New York so far.
That's awesome. Do you think it's going to get a Best Picture nom?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Right.
But I think Ethan Hawke is definitely a shoo-in, and I could see it getting in for screenplay too. But yeah, everyone go see it. Like it's even if you don't know anything about the history of like Rodgers and Hammerstein and Oklahoma and Lorenz Hart and everything, like go see it anyway because it's like the performances are great and it's really devastating, but also really funny. And yeah, I can't recommend it enough.
That's literally how I described the Lily Allen album. Devastating
That's
and
great.
funny. So
Devastating and funny.
That's what is happening this week, I suppose. So yeah, that's the theme. Well, I'm so
And
glad
justice.
you enjoyed it. And justice for
Yes.
all involved in that film. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening and or watching the podcast. We'll be back next week with more 2 Gay Mats, the podcast.
Bye.
Bye.